I was deeply moved a couple of days ago when his Chief of Staff, Michael Collins, shared with me that the Congressman was intently watching the news of Atlanta and proud of the leadership that's been shown. And so, Governor, when the good trouble continues, know that it is with the blessings of Congressman Lewis.